H-Town, and welcome to the H-Town Horseshoe. I am Rebecca Williams. I'm the Communications Specialist Supervisor and Supervisor for Ceremonial Documents, home of hashtag Prog Nation. The H-Town Horseshoe is brought to you by the Mayor's Office of Communications, where we give you the inside scoop on the city's many departments and what's happening around the city of Houston.
What's up, Houston? I'm Michelle Duvall, the Mayor's Social Media Manager, and today we have a special guest, Director of Community Relations, Janice Weaver.
Yay!
Welcome to the show.
Well, thank you. Hey, Houston.
Come on.
Hey, Houston.
Hey.
And she's here to talk to us about the federal holiday, Juneteenth.
Yes, the first year of the second year technically of the federal holiday.
Yes.
Passed in legislation on last year by none other than Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee.
All right. Awesome. So we are actually coming on, it's like the 158th celebration. Wasn't a federal holiday, but like it has been celebrated, especially in the African American community in the great state of Texas. You know, there's this joke that says Texas is always the last to know. I think it's rude. But this particular holiday reflects on how in the state of Texas, slaves found out later that they were free.
Right.
And so in honor of this celebration, we're so excited that the city is partnered in so many different ways. Tell us about your thoughts, your feelings about Juneteenth.
Well, first of all, in remembrance of our own Mr. Juneteenth himself, the late Representative Al Edwards.
Yes.
Who was the one that actually made sure it went down to Galveston, because that's where the proclamation was first done, down in Galveston, Texas.
Right.
And so then it came into Houston, Texas. But he stuck with it until the day he died. And I just remember him working in the legislature with our own Mayor, Sylvester Turner, when he was in the legislature as well. And last year was really a great year because his son, Jason, and the rest of the family, they came down. They have a foundation that they're starting, and they'll be in the parade again. So they came all the way to Acres Home to be in the parade with the mayor, because you may or may not know that Representative Edwards and the mayor were really, really, really close friends, and so worked really hard in the legislature to make sure that Texas, was able to celebrate Juneteenth, because Juneteenth is not celebrated.
Right.
Matter of fact, I think Los Angeles, for whatever reason, when it became a federal holiday, they put on this big concert and showcased and everything.
Right.
And I remember the mayor saying, "Well, how in the world did they get to do that?" And here we've been doing it, for years.
Yeah.
So. But we're glad that now it is celebrated as a federal holiday, and we're having more and more and more Juneteenth events, not just here in Houston, but Galveston and even around the country.
Yeah.
Wow. So with that being said, tell us what the city of Houston, what do we have planned for Juneteenth?
So we have planned, even before the mayor became the mayor, he always had this dream. And if you know the mayor, he's always has this heart for things that happened when he was little.
Oh.
And so
Nostalgic. I love him for that.
yes,
Like, I love him for that.
he he was like, I remember when my mom, would take us down right there, not downtown, but right there on West Montgomery Road in the Fofo, as he would say, and watch the Juneteenth parade. And so for whatever reason, it stopped. They weren't doing it anymore, and so he decided he would rebirth it. And so here we are again, with, and unfortunately and sadly, his last parade under the administration, but probably not the last parade in Acres Home. We'll continue to keep it going, because the thing about it is that it's caught on. People, we have had to close the registration. It closed May 26th, and people are calling, well, I missed it, and blah, blah, blah. They give you all 100 reasons why
They want to get
They want to celebrate.
Why they want to get in the parade that they missed, and so several years ago. And so as we had the parade and walking down West Montgomery Road, because they always get him this real fine convertible, and he eventually gets out and walks, because he wants to be among the people. He loves to shake hands, he loves to hug, he loves to kiss, he loves to take photos.
Yes.
And he is so personable with it and everything. And so walking through the parade, but one year he said, this parade is all good, but there's nobody on the streets watching, watching the parade. So you're going, you've got this parade going down, going down the street, and so you're looking and nobody's out there, and so we created Adopt a Block.
Okay.
And so basically, what that does is that if a group, a church, or whomever is in the parade, everybody can't be in the parade. So it's just like, okay, why don't you pick a block?
Right.
So you can cheer on your team or whoever it is when they come down.
That's awesome.
And it's really increased over the past several years.
Yeah.
And it also allows them to feel like that they're actually a part of it also.
So how can people adopt a block then?
They can adopt the block by emailing me.
Okay.
And that's janice.weaver@houstontx.gov. And then just say, I'm interested in adopting the block. Matter of fact, I'm going out in Acres Home today, look at the blocks to try to. So we have some people who already got their block.
Okay.
They've been holding their
block's coming. You gotta snatch them up.
God's Grace Church, they're like, we want our same block. We're on West Montgomery, and I forget the name of the street that's by it, but they want the same block. Antioch Baptist Church, which is one of the oldest churches in the Acres Home area, and has the oldest pastor, and that's Dr. F.M. Williams. Senior, and Dr. Williams will be 95 years old this year.
Yes,
and he is still getting out there, being a representative, not just by himself, but with his congregation as well.
Amazing.
Yeah, it is amazing.
Yeah.
And not just him, we have many pastors that are out there. And I've got to give a shout out to Pastor Dale Perry at the Greater Zion Baptist Church, because they're the ones that allow us to disband, at their church, and they've done it since we've been doing it. So we want to thank them, for that. But just getting the community involved. You've got businesses along the route. So people will be in front of those businesses. The streets will be closed, so they won't be open until about 12 o'clock. And so they could have a bad attitude and say, well, I don't want these people, out here. But have found themselves bringing their families out
there we go.
to be a part. Be a part.
Yeah.
Gas stations, grocery stores, feed stores, whatever it is. The Acres Home Chamber, who's very active and is having an event. As a matter of fact, one of the sponsored events that the mayor is supporting. And so it's just good to see the camaraderie and that dream of the mayor with his mom taking the 9 of them to that parade, but just having a good time. And then this year also, but this is the 3rd year, I believe, Lone Star College on Victory. They will be hosting a Juneteenth celebration. And guess what? They're going to be feeding people.
Come on, food.
And not only are they going to be feeding people, but it's going to be none other than Burns Barbecue. And everybody loves.
That's the Fofo staple.
That's the Fofo staple.
Yes,
so,
I've never had it.
You got to have it.
You got to have it.
Gotta
So
have
Corey Burns, who actually has a birthday coming up on Monday, I believe it is.
Burns.
But Burns has always supported. He supported the city of Houston, and he supports so many. He gives back. Matter of fact, he's giving out $50,000 in scholarships on this Saturday.
That's awesome.
And so we're super proud of our people at Acres Home.
Come
Yeah,
on.
and and the things that they do. And so then Warren Fitzgerald, he's Muhammad is the president of the Acres Home Chamber. So they're also doing some things as well after the parade. So you don't just have to show up for the parade and then go back home, because a lot of times when things are over with, you want to do something else.
Yeah, you want to have fun.
Keep it going.
Yeah,
Keep it
something
going.
fun. So they're having their festival, and that's off of Wheatley. And so you'll be able to go there. They're going to have different vendors and what have you. And as a matter of fact, they'll be giving me an award. Community award. So I'm just like, oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that.
A festive Juneteenth. Just festive.
Yeah.
So, okay, we have all of those things going on in the heart of
Acres Home, the
Fofo.
Fofo.
I know.
And then we have some other things that are happening.
We do. We got
throughout
some
the
amazing
city.
things
So
happening.
let's talk about, we have concerts. We got folks singing.
Yes,
We got,
yes.
Singing.
We have
emancipation.
national artists coming out. So we've got for those back in the day, we've got the SOS band.
Come on,
Okay.
SOS.
They're going to be coming. And
like,
so
teach
if
me
you're not
something. What is
familiar with the SOS band, for us old folks, we're the ones, but also Lakeside. It's all the way live.
You know, like, so, come on, give it to
Woo!
us.
It's all the way live. You know, so
Yes.
they're going to be out there. But then we have our traditional Houstonian, but national artists, our international artists, and that's none other than B. Michael McKay.
Come on.
So he's
Right.
going to be out there, and that is at Emancipation Park.
Okay.
And they have two events. Actually, they have an event starting this Friday.
Okay.
But then we turn around and we do something again on next Saturday. So again, vendors, great food, and just, good entertainment.
Right.
And guess what? It is FREE.
It's
Free.
free.
We like free.
We like free
We do-
99.
Yes, we like free
that.
99.
And all the events that I've just mentioned, they're all free.
Gotcha.
That is amazing.
So, speaking to the people, so we can get into it. What are the dates? Where can they find this information?
Yeah,
about
landing
the
page.
Dates?
So
Yeah,
they
the
can
dates
go
and
to
times.
Juneteenth events in Houston celebrations, and it's going to pull up every single event that there's so many events, I couldn't even listen. I couldn't even listen about, but it'll tell you about all the different events. Churches are having events,
Right.
organizations are having an event, the Post is having an event.
Come on.
Wow.
And then if you want to drive down to Galveston, which was the origination of Juneteenth under Representative Al Edwards, they're having events.
Awesome.
And if you have not been there, we went last year.
Yes, it was
We took a
beautiful.
group of a couple of hundred kids down last year, and it's just so much to see. But not only so much to see, you learn the history.
Yeah.
It's historic, and I'm a history buff, and so and also I'm a person that always believed that the person that started should never be forgotten.
Right.
Always. All right, now, Michelle,
Huh?
I think it's about that time.
It's game time.
Come on
All
now.
right.
it's a
Oh,
game
it's
time
game
already?
Come on. Yeah, we ready.
Okay.
We ready. All right, so Director Reba, we have a game here called 520. We
Okay.
ask you 5 questions in 20 seconds. Michelle is going to, I'm going to start the time.
Okay.
She's going to ask the first question. Are you ready?
Now, do I get a prize at the end of the game?
A bunch of hand claps and love is what we got.
Hey, if you make it through all of them, you'll be the first person that made it through all of them in
Right.
20 seconds.
Yeah.
So you
Really?
can get that award.
Yes.
See, we're going to rack them up.
Come on. I believe in
Well,
you.
y'all have the proclamation department, so I can get a
Right? Can we get
certificate.
our
Yeah,
proclamation?
I got it.
Okay.
I got you handled. Got you handled. All right.
Okay.
The time starts now.
How many City of Houston partnered Juneteenth celebrations will there be this year?
6.
Which celebration is spearheaded by Mayor Turner?
Of course, the Acres Home Juneteenth Parade.
How many years has Juneteenth Parade in Acres Homes been in existence?
10.
Time. What? Time. That was 20
Y'all
seconds.
were slow.
Oh, no. She gonna blame us.
No. Your last question, you said, what did she say?
Juneteenth.
Like
You had
you
But it's
enunciated,
okay.
yeah.
It's okay. You still can answer all of these questions.
Okay,
all
no
right.
worries.
It says, where can people go to find out more about the information? You gave it to us earlier, so I guess we'll. But give it to us
Actually,
again.
they can go to our special events
Okay.
webpage as
Yes.
well, and it'll have the information on there also.
Awesome.
Awesome. And last.
And what are the Juneteenth commemoration colors?
You don't know
Come
that
on.
they're black.
Come on. Is it
They're
what you got
yellow.
on? Come on.
They're green
Uh-huh.
and red.
You better
Come on now.
represent.
Yes.
Juneteenth over there. This is so amazing. And you know what? We want to thank you, Director Reba.
Oh, no, thank you
this
for the
was
opportunity.
A lot of fun.
Yeah.
And very informative and really reminding people, especially our African American brothers and sisters,
Absolutely.
of the sacrifice that our ancestors made, and that we can celebrate that. And
Not
that's
only
all-
can we celebrate it,
Yeah.
it's a federal holiday.
Come on.
Come on now.
That don't forget that.
That is important.
That
part.
is very important.
That
That
part.
it is a federal holiday. So agencies won't be open, and the people are free
Right.
to
Come
do
on.
what it is. Now, as far as other businesses, of course, you have to find out if your employer
Right.
will allow you the opportunity to take off. For the
Yeah.
But do something. You have
Yeah.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah, you have so many
Monday,
events.
yeah, and
Different
places
so
to go.
they're and then people are having. I've heard people say, "Oh, well, I'm hosting a Juneteenth party."
Yeah.
So people are really
That's
super
cool.
excited about Juneteenth, and so again, just thankful to Representative Al Edwards, and again, thankful to Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee. Because these individuals made it happen on the state legislation as well as the federal legislation, and that's awesome.
Yeah,
That that is true, and so we thank them, you know,
Yeah.
for that. And then our great mayor
Come
Yeah.
on.
for having
Come
the
on.
heart for the people and allowing us to be able to go out, you know, celebrate and have a good time.
That's good. That's good.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. And if you guys want to check us out, look on the City of Houston Twitter, and you'll find graphics and flyers and information on all of these events. We'll be promoting them every other day.
Yes.
So the information will definitely be out there.
Thank you for the support.
Yes, yes, yes. And until next time, we will catch you all in the horseshoe.